Good afternoon. Welcome to my newsletter for Friday, the 13th of November. I do hope that you're well, and as ever, we will put the points that I'm about to make onto our Facebook and our website pages so that parents are as fully informed as they can be. I'm going to start off talking a little bit about charities this week. In fact, as I sit here in the office, I'm listening to Mr. Larkham's class throw their pennies onto Pudsey. They look absolutely fabulous, as do the rest of the school. They are clearly enjoying their BBC Children in Need Day, a really important, powerful cause, and they're having a great time. So the whole school looks absolutely fabulous in their non-school uniform. Thank you ever so much for supporting that. It might not quite be 24 hours of Joe Wicks exercising, but every penny counts, as I believe a supermarket pointed out to us once. On the topic of charities, I met with our student council this week. Now, that was a really enjoyable meeting. I met with the head boy, head girl team and the year 5, year 6 student council to talk about learning and their lessons and what they're enjoying. We had a very chilled out experience in our sensory room, and that was really, really informative and helpful. Next week, I'll be meeting with them again to discuss charities. We always support 3 charities: a local charity, something down here in Cornwall, something national in the UK, and something international. Children will get to decide which charities are going to vote for them, which charities the school is going to support, and I will announce those next week. And of course, in this week, we have paused for a moment the Royal British Legion Poppy Day, the Remembrance Day, Armistice Day. It has various names, but essentially it involves pausing and reflecting on those who in wartime have made the ultimate sacrifice. When our children came out onto the playground to pause, it was a cold, windy day, and you could have heard an absolute pin drop. It was a remarkable moment. The children had just watched a video made by our year 5 children about what the year 5s felt that Hillthorpe children need to know about Poppy Day. Why do we have poppies? Why do we pause? What does it represent? Our children then filed quietly, politely, sensibly out onto the court, and they were absolutely stunning. They really did our community proud. So that was absolutely wonderful. So whether it's supporting BBC Children in Need, local charities, international charities, or indeed the Poppy Day, I think one of the important things about schools is that we're part of our community. I think we're doing that. And my personal high point of the week was again around reading. I jumped onto Microsoft Teams. I think I've become a celebrity for some of the children coming out of the TV screens, and was reading The Grinny Granny Donkey and the new book by J.K. Rowling, obviously of Harry Potter fame, and that's The Ichabog. That's more a year 6, year 5, year 4 book. But it was an absolute pleasure to read out to children the first chapters of some books. And those books were all provided for us by Liskeard Bookshop. Really lucky to have our own independent bookshop. There's not many of them around, especially in the days of Amazon. So maybe, gentle hint, hint, there's an opportunity there to buy some Christmas presents. I know you can click and collect or certainly get them to deliver. Worth thinking about. Good. Well, that's everything around the children for one newsletter. I'd like to make a couple of points, if I may, around the adults. And we've got an exciting opportunity. The school and the trustees of the Nature Reserve, just literally up the way, are working increasingly closely. And the school is going to develop that. We're going to be looking to develop the area. It's a wonderful area. It's a beautiful area, making certain that it's good for adults, but it's also good for the children there as well. And we're looking for a couple of trustees. We've already identified a couple of trustees, but we could do with one or two more. So if you are interested in gardening, in nature, in how children learn in the outdoors, obviously we do a lot of forest school type activity anyway, and Mr. Borlase is an absolute star there. We've got our chickens, our rabbits and so on, our gorgeous polytunnel. But if there's something there that really interests you and you'd like to contribute to a facility, both for the dog walkers and the walkers, but also the children in the local community, please drop me an email, tcook, T-C-O-O-K, tcook@hillfort.org. And my final point for today is around COVID-19. It seems to be on the rise a little bit in and around Liskeard. And obviously that's really concerning for us all. What I would say or would point out is that children should only be out of school if they're experiencing symptoms, if somebody in their household is experiencing symptoms, or if they're waiting for a test. If there's anyone who would like to ask any questions or are concerned or want to discuss it through, myself or Miss Morrison, very happy to have those conversations, hopefully to reassure people and let folk know what we're doing to keep the school clean. Other than that, everything you're doing about trying to arrive at the right times, just mum or just dad or just gran coming to collect, and not hanging around for a chat like normal, heading straight out the new gate and keeping moving on the one way. We really appreciate that. The face masks, the whole lot, we really appreciate that. So thank you. I don't know whether I'm getting better at these videos, but I certainly seem to be getting a little bit quicker. It's only 7 minutes today. As I say, all of these messages will be on the Facebook and on the website. But other than that, I wish you a restful, a pleasant weekend, and no doubt I will see folk on the gate Monday morning. All best wishes. Bye-bye now.